Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Band Together. My name is Paul Everts. You can reach me at my email address, which is BAND, the number 2, Together, bandtogether at Comcast.net. Also, go to our website, conductingmylife.com, where you can see that I have a book, Conducting My Life. Please order the book. It's a great book. It's about life stories of being a high school band director. Also, go to the curriculum tab and you'll see I'm part of the John Maxwell team. I'm certificated to be a coach, speaker, trainer. I'd love to come out and be with you as an individual or your group, family. Yes, we actually have a family curriculum. I'm going to make an announcement at the end of this weekly 15-minute time together because we are band together. So I'm going to do that soon. It's 11:49 a.m. on a beautiful February 16th, 2022. I believe this is sometime in April, probably April 12th, that you're actually watching this. So it's good to know that I'm doing this on February 16th, just in case the world's blown up or things have changed or whatever. But these are 21 irrefutable laws of leadership, and they last forever. And I read this book many, many years ago, and I love it. It's John Maxwell's book, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. We're on chapter 13, which is the law of reproduction, how this works for all our newbies. And I'd go back and I'd read the other previous, I think, what it would be, 12 chapters. I just skim the book because I want you to buy the book. It's a great book. Dr. Maxwell is a New York Times bestselling author, and I think you'd really enjoy him. So let's go ahead. I'm going to outline the book for you real fast. We go no longer than 15 minutes because you got other things to do. All right? And I don't want to keep you, too long. Here we go. Chapter 13, the law of reproduction. It takes a leader to raise up a leader. So here's Dr. Maxwell. This year, and this would be about 25 years ago, this year in my leadership conferences, I've been taking time to conduct an informal poll to find out what prompted the men and women who attended to become leaders. The results of the survey are as follows. How they became leaders. Natural gifting, 10%. Result of crisis, 5%. Influence of another leader, 85%. And I'm going to stop right there because that's how I became a leader. I'm a high school band director. So let's just say that's where I'm going to focus on right now. The reason why I'm a high school band director is because of Henry Avila. Henry Avila was my high school band director. I loved him dearly. He died of a heart attack when I was a sophomore in high school. And I committed my life then, 16 years old. And here I am 40 years later. And I said, I'm going to be a high school band director because I saw how much he cared about me and how much he cared about all of us. So I became a high school band director. Went to the University of the Pacific, just like he did. I was in Phi Mu Alpha, just like he was. I was a member of the CBDA board for a brief time, just like he was. I can go on and on. Another mentor would be Greg Benedict, owner of Carmel Drugstore. He knew me at 7 years old. At 14, he hired me, and by the time I was 16, he had me being the night manager. Great boss, challenging boss, but there's no doubt about it. Let me hear that again. The law of reproduction says it takes a leader to raise up a leader. So all the leaders out there, and I'm speaking as a father, super important role. Your followers are your children. They are looking up to you. So he's got this really cool branch. Current NFL head coaches traced to the leadership of 49ers coach Bill Walsh. But here's the thing. I want you to remember, this book, I'm looking for the copyright for you. Copyright, 1998. Book's 24 years old. And there's a new one too. But anyway, current NFL head coaches traced to the leadership of 49ers coach Bill Walsh. Look at how many there are. I'm going to go ahead. I'm not even going to read it. I'm going to show it to you. Pretty amazing, huh? And then I'm happy to say I have several students who are music teachers now, several who are professional musicians, and fathers and mothers, and it's exciting to see them move on. So I want to get to the end here of the chapter. As I said, I don't take you very far. So we teach what we know, we reproduce what we are. Dr. Maxwell is very fortunate growing up because he lived in the household of a leader, and that would be his father, Melvin Maxwell, who passed away several years ago. Every day of Dr. Maxwell's life, he learned lessons about working with people, understanding priorities, developing himself through a personal growth plan, and paying the price of leadership. Some of what he learned came from his teaching, but even more of it came from being around his father, watching his father interact with others, and learning how his father thought. As a result, by the time Dr. Maxwell went to college, he already had pretty good intuition and understood leadership better than most of his peers did. Since then, he has continued to learn about leadership, and he has sought out great leaders to mentor him so that he can keep learning. If you want to continue developing as a leader, you should do the same. Spend time with the best leaders you can. If you're just starting out, you may want to spend some time with people in your field so that you can master the basics of your profession. And I did. When I was young, I started when I was 23. Maybe 2 or 3 years into my career, I had super experience taking my I call it Riesling High School in my book, Conducting My Life. So I'll just use Riesling High School. Took the Riesling High School kids to a NCBA conference, Northern California Band Association conference. Right in the beginning, I had a great seminar with 3 outstanding band directors. It was Bob Moorfield, Art Holton, Roland Nielsen. I think those are the 3. And what they did with the band helped change a lot in my career. How to stage a band. But I wanted to share that with you because I did. I leaned on people who knew what they were doing. Spend time with the best leaders you can find. Not everyone understands that immediately. For example, several years ago, when Dr. Maxwell told his brother Larry that he was going to start spending more time teaching leadership in the corporate world, his brother, was a little skeptical. Larry is a natural businessman. Larry achieved financial independence in real estate by the time he was in his 20s, and he sits on several corporate boards and is a trustee of one university. But Larry was not sure if business people would be receptive to learning leadership from someone with a pastoral background. But Dr. Maxwell knew that leadership is leadership, the principles no matter where you are. And sure enough, when he started teaching leadership to organizations such as Sam's Club, Walmart, Mary Kay, Bailey Lumber, and this people saw that the principles worked, they kept asking for more. Why would such big companies seek advice from someone who leads 4 small companies? Because these big businesses understand the law of reproduction. They know that it takes a leader to raise up other leaders no matter the field. So take the next step. The only way you will be able to develop other leaders is to become a better leader yourself. And that's what I hope to do with my company. My company, again, is Band Together. And our saying and my feeling is that better people make better leaders. And through Dr. Maxwell's material, and frankly others, I supplement. And I think hopefully Dr. Maxwell would say that too, because he's got quotes from other leaders and he uses other leaders. We have a good time getting better. And Lord knows we need better leaders. So the only way you'll be able to develop other leaders is to become a better leader yourself. If you have already taken those first steps, you are to be commended. You are in a position to begin raising up other leaders. As you get started, keep in mind that leaders who develop leaders see the big picture. Every effective leadership mentor makes the development of leaders one of his or her highest priorities in life. He or she knows that the potential of the organization depends on the growth of its leadership. The more leaders there are, the greater its chance of success. Attract potential leaders. As you get started, keep in mind that leaders who develop leaders attract potential leaders. You've probably heard of the Ross Perot quote. He says, "Leaders don't flock. You have to find them one at a time." That's true. But as the law of magnetism also suggests, If you first develop your leadership qualities, you will be capable of attracting people with leadership potential. When you do that and also earn the respect, you will get the opportunity to develop them into better leaders. Create an eagle environment. An environment where leadership is valued and taught becomes an asset to a leadership mentor. It not only attracts eagles, but also helps them learn to fly. An eagle environment is one where the leader casts a vision, offers incentives, encourages creativity, allows risks, and provides accountability. Do that long enough with enough people, and you'll develop a leadership culture where eagles begin to flock. Okay? And let me see, I might read one more page. Nope, don't need to. That's it. So here's the deal. I do what I can to learn Dr. Maxwell's materials. I read the Bible. I read Stephen Covey. I read books about leaders. I'm not perfect. That's my Joe Biden whisper. No, I'm not perfect. My students will tell you that I'm not perfect. Their parents will tell you that. But I do love them. I love me. I love Jesus Christ. And I would say to you that this is an important law, the law of reproduction. What are you producing? Who's following you? Are you the leader that you'd want to follow? Okay, so let me close. I told you I had some announcements to make, and I'm going to keep making these announcements. Those who are in Visalia, Kern County, Tulare County, Visalia, April 29th at Cafe 210. Hopefully we're going to have lots of teenagers with me from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. We're going to have drinks, and we're going to have a snack for you. $10 each. It's very, very reasonable. It's very cool. I hope you can afford $10 to come and be with me. And we're going to work just a little bit. It's going to be more of an introduction of this book. I will have some books there to sell for you to buy. This again is on the 29th of April. Cafe 210, open to teenagers. Church, not church. It's all good. I did send out some information to the band directors in the area, to the activities directors in the area, to leadership in your area. So the students, hopefully someone's told you about this, but I love being a high school I'm a retired high school band director. I love high school kids. So it'd be good to be with you. Two more things real quick. On the 30th April, $55 and or $400 per table of 8. Boom. We're going to do 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth by Dr. Maxwell. 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Lunch provided by Cafe 210. We want to thank the First Presbyterian Church for allowing us to have that. I'm going to call it their fellowship room. It's downstairs. It's a cool room. We expect to hopefully have 200 people. That's the limit, 200 people. I got a good team down there. They're excited, and I'm so grateful for what they're already doing. And it's February 16th. That's when I'm doing this. So on March the 7th, on conductingmylife.com, you will see information about registration. April 29th, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn for teens. April 30th, 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. Registration starts at 8 a.m. Going to go 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Bring a friend. Let's have fun. Get some corporate sponsors going. Again, you're seeing this on the 12th of April, and that means, oh my gosh, 17 days. And we're going to do this. This is the first time I've done it down there. I'm so excited. I mean, it's going to be a hoot. And I want to thank Chaplain John and again, the Band Together Visalia team. Woo! Good people down in Visalia. All right, everybody. If you're interested in me coming out and being with you, BAND, the number together, Band Together, Comcast.net. Hopefully, this helped somebody today. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.